Alright, check mic. Sounds good. And good. Perfect. Everything's okay. Okay na yung live natin. Urong ko lang doon ng konti para hindi natatakpan ng mukha ko. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Daily Grind, kung saan araw-araw tayong mag-uusap tungkol sa investment, sa pera nyo, especially sa stock market. Those who want to learn how to deal in the stock market, ito dapat yung pinapanood nyo araw-araw. Good evening po, magandang gabi. Update tayo sa market. PSCI is on a downtrend. So kanina po, medyo pula siya. Just 0.12 though. 0.12 na, let me show the screen. 0.12 growth for PSCI. It's a red bar nonetheless. But this is lower high for you. So yeah, still on a downtrend. We'll have to wait for recovery really for us to be able to get an opportunity. Actually, maraming opportunity ngayon na maraming nasa baba. But to really confirm the opportunities that we find, and kailangan yung market mag-recover din eh. So far, it's not a case dahil po ito sa mga pataas na mga cases natin dito sa Pilipinas. Marami na naman nagla-lockdown, nagsisimula. Cities are starting to lock down by themselves. And we can understand that. Naintindihan natin. It's because nakakatakot si COVID eh, di ba? Right? And you wanna protect your city. Alam ko maraming traffic ngayon kasi may mga cities na nagsasara. Di mo na nagpapapasok. I saw the news earlier. That's the reason why there is no money coming into our market right now. Let me just switch to chill music muna tayo. Alright. Chill muna tayo. I want to show this to you, watcher. There we go. Another net foreign selling day. Kahapon, grabe, billion. I mean, the other day, billion. Kahapon, net foreign selling pa rin. Even today, net foreign selling pa rin. That means there's not enough money, right? Especially from foreign investors coming into our country. Bakit? Yeah, bad news over bad news over bad news. Especially sa COVID cases natin. Hopefully, makarecover na tayo soon. Hopefully, you guys are doing okay. Even if stock market's not looking well, what really matters is you. Hopefully, hindi kayo okay lang kayo financially pa rin kahit papaano. And especially, you're not sick. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Health is wealth. Baliwala yung pera nyo sa stock market kung magkakasakit kayo tapos may mangyari sa inyo. Right? So, yep. Let me move this really quick. Okay. So, yun. Let me go to the comments really quick. Bago tayo, may mga news tayo ngayon. May share tayo ng mga news today. Alright. Yeah. Ishi Marimat, good evening. Richard Aguilera, good evening. Adriano, good evening. Benedict, may gabi, Sir Lloyd, good evening din po. Jomar, Benji, good evening. Erlene Bernaldez, Deljon Maumay, ayan. Von Sriano, good evening. Pwede po ba sa Prim? Tingnan natin mamaya. Alright, we are gonna go to charting. Magcha-charting tayo mamaya. I have news. Ito mga news na share ko sa inyo. Number one na news is share ko mamaya. But I'm gonna write these down. Let me just go to close up para malinis ang screen. Rose Bautista, good evening. My disclosure po si Prim. Alright, let's check out Prim. Isa ba sa ano? Isa ba sa ayaw nga pala. Si Prim almost sining kanina, diba? Right, so, disclosure kay Prim. Check this out. Right. Change of directors 21 days ago. This one is Memorandum of Understanding. Corporate RON Business RYM, parent company of the corporation, and New Era Empire Realty Corp have entered the Memorandum of Understanding whereby the parties agreed to work together to revitalize Corp by engaging businesses related to the following: commercial and residential real estate. Alright, this is already there. Tagal na yun sa Prem. But yeah, their partnership is good. yeah, this is the cause of the this is the cause of the momentum of Prim earlier. If you look at, let's say, 5-minute chart, if you wanted to get in this, and very obvious uptrend right there, that is gonna be your entry point. Let's load chart layout. Okay, tingnan natin ang Bollinger Bands dito. So Prim, and let's check out the 3-minute. And I've already been teaching you this, guys. If you wanna go for momentum trades, right? Bollinger Bands, tinuro ko na sa inyo. Saan nyo abangan? MA20 bounces, MA20 bounces, perfect MA20 bounce. You should have been able to get to in this. That's a 24% climb right away. MA20 bounce. Okay. Another MA20 bounce right here. If you entered at the MA20 bounce right here, and that was a 37% na climb. Bottoms up. Yan. Kaya gusto nyo tignan si Prim, di ba? Ang daming opportunities for Prim. This is the bottom pattern that I always show you. What do you call this? That's a reverse triangle right there. Bollinger Bands, ang daming entries pwede nito, especially on an uptrend. These are your entries. These are gonna be your entries. Look at this. Bollinger Band trigger. Where did it bounce? MA20. Bollinger Band trigger. Where did it bounce? MA20 again. Sobrang daming entrance kay Prim kanina if ever you're day trading. But this is day trading. Do not go into this if you don't know how to day trade. If mahina ang kamay nyo, it's gonna be very hard for you to do this. So you have to practice this first. But yeah, this is the technical analysis that I've been teaching you over and over again. Halos araw-araw natin sinasabi yan. Saan yung pupulutin? What are the patterns that you should be looking for? The breakouts. We've shown that to you ever since. And with the news, nag-cause ng uptrend. I don't know what time. Kakalabas lang. 20 minutes ago lang ito linabas. So, that was the reason why umaakyat si Prim kanina. But, if ever hindi nyo pa alam ang news, and may nakita kayong gumagalaw ng mabilis, use this technical analysis. Okay, now, this is one of the sad realities. The material information just went out 20 minutes ago. Yung disclosure niya. And, it's already too late. Nauna na sa inyo ang mga big institutions because that's the unfair reality. Institutions will always have the first tier. Ang mga rumors sila una mga nakakasagap diyan. Sadly for us, diba? So here, day trading, hopefully you know this already. You know how to day trade. Fibonacci, we talked about Fibonacci before. Pwede nyo i-fib ito. Pullback niya. Bounce. Tignan nyo saan ang bounce niya. 0.618 is the area where you wanna check it out. 0.5 and 0.618 siya nag-bounce. But anyways, yan. It's still good to enter Prim. Number one, why are you looking at it right now? Are you looking at it because close up tayo kasi medyo intense to. Are you looking at it because sa tingin nyo magsisiling na naman bukas and maybe you wanna get a quick buck? There is that possibility, but there's also a possibility na pagpasok nyo babagsak siya. So you have to make sure you know what your plan is. If ever hindi kayo makakabantay sa market, don't. Kung gusto nyo makatulog pa kayo sa gabi, don't get in. If hindi niyo mababantayan ng market naman, papasok kayo, you're just guessing, is it gonna go up or is it gonna go bottom? You don't know what is gonna happen. So stay away from this if you don't know what you're doing. There is a possible opportunity in this tomorrow. Pwede po itong umakyat bukas. And if ever you have the time and you have the skills already, yung mga pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, look for those entries again. That is how you trade. Basically, in day trading, if ever hindi siya, pagpasok nyo sa MA20, hindi siya umakyat and it went down, then stop your losses. You have to know how to stop loss fast, etc. If you have the skills, there is opportunity in this. If you have the skills and if you have the time to watch the market. If wala naman, wag nyo na po itong titignan. Please, please, please. Kung ayaw nyo maiipit, wag, naiingit lang kayo ngayon. Kaya nyo po yan tinitignan. Okay? If it fits your profile, right? And I talk about profile in in my trading seminar, right? Yung trading seminar ko, hopefully, naka-join na kayo. If hindi pa, andyan po sa baba. May link po dyan. patreon.com/albazaar. There's a way for you to access my premium seminars right there, right? So, yeah. Hopefully, you join that. Part po yan sa ini-emphasize ko talaga is your profile. If you're not a trader, don't look at this anymore. Please, 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 wag. Masa-stress lang kayo. And I don't like that to happen. Why? Because whenever you put money, large monies on something you don't understand, and then kasi gusto nyo kumita kaagad, tendency is you're gonna lose big here because you don't know what you're doing. If you lose large amounts, that is gonna be a blow to your trading development. Instead na you're focusing on your trading development and you're focusing on increasing your confidence in your trading, this blow instead will frustrate you and will just destroy your confidence, and in the end, you will just quit. This is the reason why so many traders and newbies quit. It's because they lose because of these things. Okay? If ever ayaw na maniwala sa akin, go ahead. You can try it out. But man, if you're here and you want to listen to me, marami pang opportunities dyan. Okay? These are for the big boys. Etong mga plays na ganito. Stay away from it. I strongly recommend you stay away from it if wala kayong oras or you don't know what you're doing. Okay? Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Present po ulit from France. Villas, good evening. Ako na late ako kahapon. Maaga nag-start. Pa-check naman po si Vayak. Alright, I'm gonna write these down. Vayak. Baka may na-miss ako kanina. Good evening, good evening. Okay naman. Si Prim na. Alright, Vincent, good evening. Thanks, Adriano, for tagging your friends, and Deljon for tagging your friends. Sir Lloyd, ano po ba dahilan? Bakit wala kayong hawak ngayon na Forex? It's because, Vincent, Forex is mainly for day trading. Right? Pang day trading mainly ang Forex. Okay? Magalaw siya, iba ang oras niya, and news, may update lagi ang news. If ever I'm the type of person na I can watch the market all the time, especially sa mga vital hours, then I would go for Forex. Just not my profile doesn't fit a Forex trader's profile right now. Ang plano ko po kasi is really to be a fund manager. I shared to you yesterday yung pwedeng kitain isang fund manager. That's what I want to do. Right? Kasi I already have the fundamentals and the skills needed to be a fund manager. I just don't have the license. So dito ako sa copy trading. I'm earning from my trade. Dito nakikita nyo, and I'm copying this also with my larger accounts. So whatever I earn here, kikita rin yung malaking account ko. And then kikita pa ako sa papapakopya ng mga tao. Right? So I can earn from sharing my skills to people. So I want this, mas less stress. Ayoko na stress na buhay. Ayoko na stressful na buhay. And so yeah, my profile doesn't fit for trading Forex, so I don't dwell in it. My expertise is into stocks. That's why I trade stocks. And you can copy me if you want to. Pwede po akong copyahin sa eToro should you want to. We are already up. Paakyat ng AUM natin. Tingnan natin. Stats natin for March is already 5.21%. Yung mga kumukopya sa akin, you will join. I'm just gonna heads up ko sa mga kumukopya sa akin. This is usually, I think ako lang siguro nagpapakopya na nagpapublic rin ng port ko eh. I'm not sure. But yeah, papakita ko na rin sa lahat. At yung mga kumopya sa akin, lately, medyo negative sila kasi kakasimula pa lang. So, up down naman yung port natin. But majority sa mga kumukopya sa atin is already gaining. Positive na sila. And this is for free. At may mga negative ng konti, but mahihilot din yan. Next month, as the market moves, you should be positive already. But yeah, hopefully, kopyahin nyo ako. Right? Yeah, if gusto nyo yung mas madali na buhay when it comes to stock market and sa mas mataas na tubo, definitely, But please understand, high risk din po ang copy trading. So yeah, if you wanna copy me, you can copy me already. Create an eToro account using that link po. May link po tayo dyan, right, for creating an eToro account. Hanggang March lang yung promotion natin sa eToro. Dito sa StocksEd, meron tayong courses for you. We have free courses for you as your fundamentals. Parang fundamental stone ninyo for your knowledge when it comes to money markets and our economy. And then, we have premium courses for you available if ever gusto nyo i-up yung skills nyo. Those are premium courses, may bayad po yun. But with eToro sponsoring us, you can create an eToro account using that link. Pag nagawa nyo na po yun and fund your eToro account, you can get our premium course for free. Okay? Marami tayong premium course dyan. Pili lang kayo, lilibre kayo ni eToro. Okay? So, you can use that. Right? Sir, good evening. Nasdaq 100. I am trading Nasdaq 100. For me, it is on a good trend. Medyo nag-pull back ang market kahapon. Let's open up Nasdaq 100. SDQ 100. My favorite market. Why? I'm a firm believer of tech. Pull back yung market kahapon, but that's okay. We are already out of its downtrend. So yeah, I'm a firm believer of tech in the tech companies. Noong nagka-lockdown, noong nagka-pandemic, we created an episode to guide everyone ano ba yung investments during the pandemic. I told them go for tech na companies because sila yung bubuhay sa atin dito ngayon during the pandemic. And true enough, it was what happened. Tech stocks were tearing the market, right? Kahit napabagsak yung karamihan, tech stocks were going up because they're proven to be pandemic proof. So andun yung napunta yun doon ng mga pera. So I'm still an investor of the tech industry still. And yeah. Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Pa-check po 𝑒𝑢𝑅 po. Right natin yan. 𝑒𝑢𝑅. Dolly Dapula. Right. Dolly Dapula. Good evening, sir. ACEN po. Right. ACEN. Right. We'll check that in a bit. Tingnan ko nga sa YouTube if ever may mga comment ng mga tao. Alright, good evening dyan sa mga nanonood natin through YouTube. Good evening po. We have 20 viewers. Pasensya na. You can put your comments. I'll try to drop every now and then sa YouTube natin para masagot din natin if you have any questions. Okay, next po is Dolly. We already wrote your request. MoCorp. This is from Jet Michael. Na-try natin yung MoCorp kahapon na. Try natin sa international market this time. Okay. Buds, magandang gabi. May gabi from Wendell, Bentulan, Buds, De La Cruz, Jessica Nang. You're being tagged by Ava de Guzman. Yan. So, good evening sa inyo. Thanks, Del John, for tagging, sabi ni Buds. Nairia Dahuela. Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Good evening. Hi, sir. Every 7 p.m. na po ba ang live? Thank you po. Just this week. Ngayon week lang nga ito. 7 p.m. tayo for this week. Bakit? Meron akong medyo busy tong week na to para sa akin. Next week, balik tayo sa 8 p.m. Good evening, sir. Wala bang market closing time ang index? Ang index wala po, right? You can buy the index still, if ever, right? Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Pwede po ba pa-check si SCC? SCC, yes, pwede po. Open natin. Yan. Good evening, sir. This is from Bay Danila, Bionano, tsaka Nasdaq 100. We covered Bionano and Nasdaq 100 already. Still on uptrend pa rin si Nasdaq 100, so it's looking well. Good evening po, Sir Lloyd. Pa-chart po si Bloom. Sabi, akala ko pa-chat niyo si Bloom. Right. I'm just writing these down. Ayoko kasi matabunan ng mga comments. And then, unahin ko, pa-prioritize natin to after we check out updates for you guys. CRBP and JAGX po. Sir Lloyd, I'm still holding to my CRBP and JAGX. Still bullish for them. Sabi ni Nairea din, JAGX din. How po si Dito, sir? Dito is just following the market right now. I think maxed out na si Dito sa mga gustong pumasok. Wala na ibang gustong pumasok pa. So, it's now following the market. Daily chart. Okay, so far so good for Dito. Nagsastabilize siya Wala pang gusto pumasok, especially right now. There are no foreign investors coming into the country. So yes, dito nagsa-sideways, support resistance right there. Yung supports natin paakyat na, if it does break out, then that's a good sign for us. That's a double confirmation na balik na naman sa reversal or on a good trend na naman balik si dito, tapos na yung downtrend niya. Okay, so that's for dito. Dinaanan ko lang, isa sa paborito kong stocks kasi yan eh. Good evening, sir. Si Zenerba from Archie. Right, Zenerba. I'm gonna write these down. Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Pacheck po ni 𝐿𝑤𝑒𝑟 from Bear Colibao. Definitely, dadaanan natin yan. Time check 7:22. We are gonna start the updates natin at 7:25. Okay. Haji, good evening, Sir El. Good evening po. Tom Rauro, pacheck po ng ship. I'll write that down. Alicia Rojas, pacheck naman po sa dito. Sir Aba and APL. Okay. Right. Michael Eugenio, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Ask ko lang if pwede ba mag-deposit and withdraw ng funds sa eToro kahit hindi pa trading hours, pati mag-copy trading. Salamat. Yes, definitely you can add funds anytime. Automated naman yung system nila. So kahit walang trading hours sa international market or kahit dito sa Pilipinas, it should automatically go in if ever mag-deposit kayo. Matanggap na ni eToro yung deposits ninyo. Anyways, let's go. May news tayo ng konti and I want to share these news to you. Ngayon, our market especially is very much affected by the COVID cases. So at least man lang may magandang news dito ngayon. Government says funds sufficient for vaccination program. This is good if ever enough naman yung pera natin for vaccination. That will help the country a lot. It's just that right now, yung mga tao sa hirap, yung mga Pilipino kahit sa hirap will just risk it, right? Will just risk it to go to work, kahit na high risk ang biyahe, right? Public commute, dun po pinakamalaking transmission. Walang choice ang ibang Pilipino eh. Yung ibang Pilipino lang matitigas ulo lahat, right? So we understand that walang choice ang Pilipino. Kaya makipagsapalaran tayo kahit sa pandemya, eh, diba? It's just that we have to be responsible sana at the very least. Be responsible with your health, diba? Alcohol, mask, face shields, stay away from people as much as possible. So, yeah. Pero itong news na ito is gonna be at least maganda na news na ito para sa economy natin. Hopefully, we can recover. This is big for Ayala also. Itong susunod na news. Right. Ali to swap 1.5 billion assets for 𝐴REIT shares to be carbon neutral by 2022. Alright. Ali is infusing more identified key commercial properties worth 15 billion into 𝐴REIT. This is big for 𝐴REIT actually. Mas maraming properties sa loob ng 𝐴REIT, mas malaki ang dividends mo. So if ever you are looking into REITs, 𝐴REIT is looking well right now. So check out 𝐴REIT if ever gusto niyo po yan. EEV ay capex for 2021. This is something also to support the recovery of the Philippines. So EEV is going to be doing good also for 2021. Right, airport for Bulacan, hindi ka ano yan. So those are the news I want to update with you guys. Let's go to charting muna tayo. Tapos na tayo dito. Let me go to the comments. Prim, may request ka Prim kanina. So Prim, I already discussed with you guys. Stay away from it if ever hindi nyo alam ginagawa nyo. Try to go with Fibonacci if you really want to join Prim. Fibonacci kayo dito from the bottom to the top. So alam nyo saan abangan. Sa 0.38 or 0.5, those are the areas that you wanna check out the bounce for. Since maganda naman yung momentum niya and it's backed up by news, I would say yes. Okay? Doon nyo po abangan si Prim. But make sure you know what you're doing. It is gonna be very volatile. It is gonna move very fast. So, good luck. Okay? I don't wanna go in it. Bakit? Nope. Ayoko na sakit sa ulo. Okay lang sa akin yung average na trading. Really, my goal in a year, if ever maka 30% to 40% na kayo sa trading nyo, it's already a very, very good venture. Especially sa type of trading ko na medyo chill lang. Okay? So, VIAC, pull back, man. Pull back. Let it pull back muna. You can use your Fibonacci. We taught you about Fibonacci already for you to do that. Good position trade for this is either that or MA20. Kasi parang andun yung trend line niya. Baka dito niya mamimit si VIAC. But nonetheless, it's already very expensive. You have to be careful. Pero ang ganda ng momentum niya, yung tops niya, kahit paakyat ng paakyat, andun yung momentum. So it's kind of bullish still. But wait for it to pull back and then saka nyo pasukin. I don't like this trade because you know me, I'm a position trader. Don't let to take stocks that are up there already. So wait for the pullback and wait for the bounce bago nyo pasukin yan. Baik, nandan is URC. Si Robina. URC is still on a downtrend. And somehow RSI is stabilizing. I want URC to... I want one more green. Maybe stabilize in the near future before I can say na maganda ang pasukin si URC. Market is on a downtrend. URC definitely is reaching support levels. At the very least, abangan natin dito. Hopefully, mag-recover ang market at around that area. That is where you check out URC. URC, guys, lagyan nyo na sa watchlist nyo yan. Alright? My kind of trading, habang nagda-downtrend, hahanapan ko na ng position yan. There's a possible support right there. I don't think it's gonna go down as slow as the pandemic levels. If ever it does, then good. Maraming pwedeng pumasok kay URC. Right now, I think it's gonna stabilize anytime soon. Nagsastabilize na yung RSI niya. So yeah, abangan nyo si URC, guys. My kind of trading. That's more like it. ASEN. Ganitong mga trading. ASEN, mukhang downtrend pa. Lower highs and lower lows for ASEN. There's a mixed signal right here. Engulfing pattern right there. Pull back and bounce. Yeah, there's a support right here. Aggressive support if you guys want to get in ASEN. This is a support right here at around 6.5. Diyan nyo po pasukin. Mukhang papasok siya dyan. Right, that's for ASEN. Just want to make sure I'm sharing my screen. Okay. ASEN is good. MoCorp. Chart. Pro charts tayo. 𝐴𝑈𝑆. Head and shoulder pattern, bearish signal right there. Lower highs are being seen right now. That's a bad signal for MoCorp. Masyadong mataas na rin to. I don't really know what's up with MoCorp. Bakit siya umangat ng ganyan? But we are seeing bearish signals right now. I wanted to at least create a massive pullback before we wanna get in this stock. Could be wrong, right? Pwede pa yung mag-rally, right? But, man, nakakatakot na yan. Sakit sa ulo, i-trade yan. SCC. No, not dito. PSE. SCC. Let me. So, let me see. Downtrend pa si SCC. Nag-close pa sa bottom Bollinger Bands. Though that's momentum on the downside. There is a support right here. But this is a bearish signal. So, there's a very high chance that it could still go down. Let it go down muna. We need more signals from SCC before we can say okay siya. BNGO naman, si Bionano. I still have my Bionano with Nasdaq going up. I think Bionano is gonna go up also. Already broke its trend line, downtrend line. Bakit na siya? Doing a pullback right now. So next bounce will be very good for you kung gusto nyo humabol kay Bionano. Okay? Nasdaq 100, we covered Nasdaq 100 already. Bloom. Sir Lloyd, good evening. God bless. FTCV backdoor ng 𝑒𝑇ORRO. Sir, what is your opinion? I'm bullish with 𝑒𝑇ORRO, man. 𝑒𝑇ORRO's been growing. Nakita nyo, ang daming nag-i-invest kay 𝑒𝑇ORRO. FTCV even bought stakes in 𝑒𝑇ORRO. Sobrang laki ng binibili nila. Ang daming nag-i-invest kay 𝑒𝑇ORRO na malalaking kumpanya because they're bullish with 𝑒𝑇ORRO. 𝑒𝑇ORRO is still one of the fastest growing brokerage right now. So if ever gusto niyo pong pumasok diyan, ang problema kasi sobrang lipad na eh. Hindi mo na pwede masakyan. Right? So that's a gap up right there. This is because they bought 𝑒𝑇ORRO. Sobrang ganda ng 𝑒𝑇ORRO. Actually, if you just know the background of 𝑒𝑇ORRO, sino mga naka-invest kay 𝑒𝑇ORRO right now, the biggest banks in China, the biggest banks in other big countries here in the world is invested in 𝑒𝑇ORRO. FTCV, after being the backdoor of 𝑒𝑇ORRO, lumipad. I'm bullish with this. I want this to pull back and maybe give us a good position. Right now, sobrang taas niya. Wasan nyo na lang muna. Right? Bloomberry. Ito, Bloomberry. Downtrend, man. Downtrend. Man down. Let it pull back muna. Right? Tingnan natin saan pupulutin si Bloom. For now, it is looking bad. But that's good because marami tayong opportunities in the future. Titingnan natin yan sila. CRBP. I have my CRBP. Tapos din downtrend niya. This is the pullback you're waiting for. If gusto niyo pumasok kay CRBP, nag-pullback ang Nasdaq 100. So yeah, sumama si CRBP. The next bounce will be your entry point and hopefully you can get in. Lagyan niyo na sa watchlist niyo. CRBP. JAGX. Right? Si JAGX naman, similar pattern right here. Hindi pa naglo-load yan. So after the recent downtrend, nag-spike siya and stabilizing right there. This is a pattern right here. If ever mag-breakout yan, that is gonna be your entry point. That's a flag pattern if I'm not mistaken. Nakalimutan ko na pangalan sa pattern na yan. But that's JAGX. Wait for a breakout before you wanna get in dito. Okay na yan. Zinerba. Same ito eh. Pare-parehas to eh. After the climb of Zinerba, may nag-pull back si Zinerba. That's good. Next bounce of Zinerba should be your entry should you want to get in Zinerba. I still am bullish kay Zinerba. That's why I'm still holding on to my Zinerba. Okay? Nag-pull back na market. That's why pull back rin si Zinerba. If you want to get in, yes, you can on the bounce. LWR? Or is this LRW? Sorry, excuse me. LRW, mahina na. But yeah, breakout from this triangle pattern should be good for LRW should you want to get in LRW. Okay. Next is SHIP, SHIP. It's Synergy Maritime. Good pullback. Tapos na itong downtrend ni SHIP. Let it pull back and then sa susunod na bounce, that should be your entry point for SHIP. Okay? At one point, sinabi natin na pwede na itong bilhin di ba? When it did the breakout right here. Nagpo-pullback siya ngayon. So, at least meron kayong secondary na entry sa mga hindi pumasok kay SHIP. Alright, next kay SHIP naman is ABA. ABA Core Capital. Looking well. Ganyan yung pattern niya. Dalawang engulfing na diba? And look at the support, the RSI stabilizing already. That means pakonti na ng pakonti yung mga nagbebenta sa kanya. This is good actually. You can test this out. It's just that, man, again, PSEI market's not looking good. And I don't like to trade this kinds of market kasi kahit anong technical analysis ninyo, babagsak at babagsak rin yan. Right? So, be careful if you want to trade ABA. Pero maganda yung technical analysis niya right now. It's just that market's not looking good. So, APL, we covered APL already. That was already a buy right there. Hopefully, you are able to enter that one because ang ganda ng support na yan. Just cut loss below that if ever mali tayo. And usually, in this kind of market, usually mali tayo. So, ingat lang, ingat. Okay, ingat po. Alright, so let's go to the comments. Sir Lloyd, tanong ko lang po, long-term ba yung JAGX mo? Actually, okay ko lang siya i-long-term if you want to check out my portfolio. Okay ko lang siya i-long-term. Bakit? I'm down negative 36% sa JAGX ko. But look at how much I just put in JAGX. Just $50. So I can afford high-risk trades from this asset right here as long as I think it's gonna go bullish. I'm still gonna be holding on to it because it's being offset by my other assets right now. And napakaliit lang ng risk na yan sa port ko. So, yeah, I am gonna hold on to my JAGX until na bumulusok talaga siya. Alright, it's gonna be okay because it's gonna be balanced out by my other assets. Right, so you have to balance your assets also. Jocelyn Oko, uy, Sir Lloyd, PHA po. Did we cover PHA already or not yet? Let's check out PHA. Short term, meron siyang medyo magandang signal. Neutral signal. It's a mix of both downtrend and uptrend. Right there. Ang ayaw ko kay PHA, masyado mataas na sa PHA. At these prices, it's already expensive for me. Volumes are going down. That's understandable kasi nagmi-meet na yung bearish and bullish niya. So if ever gusto niyo pumasok at will trade this, let it break out muna. Baka mag-break out yan bukas. If hindi, then wag. Okay? Good PM po. Pa-check po si LTG, IDC, and CLPI. This is from Edgy Sardena. Time check, it's 7:40. We still have enough time. Edgy, LTG. Right, LTG sitting at the support. Hopefully the market will be able to support this support. But this is looking good for LTG. Maganda na yung supports niya, stabilizing right here. Even if medyo may positive signs siya right here. But this support right here though, from here to here is down. Medyo bearish to. Remember, this is a bearish pattern. This kind of triangle is a bearish pattern. Ang kabaliktaran nito, bullish pattern is like that, na paangat yung supports niya and then yung resistance is sideways. But in this case, medyo bearish to kasi pababa yung highs and buying niya. So, there's a very high chance for this to drop. Especially LTG, medyo mataas na siya, medyo topish siya. So, I am not liking the position of LTG right now, especially with the market condition right now. Don't want to trade that. IDC, looking well, right? Meron siyang engulfing. That's the recovery. This is the buy signal right here. We already have a confirmation. So, if you can get in this support, near that support as much as possible, that is going to be your best entry point for IDC. Okay, CLI, one of my favorite stocks. Lakas ng CLI ngayon as a company. So, stocks niya, medyo nag-sideways eh. Okay, hitting their resistance, bumaba agad siya, mas lower yung selling niya. So, I would say, abangan natin dito sa support if you wanna get in CLI. Okay, next for CLI, meron po si Denise, Bondoc, Globe, and Tel. Right, Globe, downtrend man. Mukhang pababa pa. Touching the lower Bollinger Band right there. Close below the lower Bollinger Band. Especially being a blue chip. Yan, isa yun sa mga apektado talaga with the market movement. Tel, medyo nagvo-volatile si Tel. Massive support right here. Nag-bounce naman siya sa support niya. If you wanna get in, hopefully you can get an entry point at the support or a pullback and bounce. That will be your entry point for Tel. Sabi ni Manuel Sericos, ganda ng background music mo, Sir Lloyd. Relaxing sa pakiramdam ko. Aangat lahat. Alright, that's for Globe and Tel. STNE, Noel Quindoza. I saw this. This is being requested past few days diba? Plug muna ako guys before we continue. 𝑒𝑇ORRO has been very generous to us Just want to share to you the promotion again with eToro dito with 𝑠TOCKS.ED. If ever you create an eToro account with 𝑠TOCKS.ED, I mean, yung link natin dyan, right, ililibre kayo ni eToro ng premium courses natin dito sa 𝑠TOCKS.ED. So yeah, create an eToro account using that link. Kumopya kayo. You can copy trade me. Ako na bahala sa trades nyo. If ever wala talaga kayong oras or mahirapan pa kayo sa trade or nag-aaral pa lang kayo. If ever nag-aaral pa lang kayo mag-trade, I don't want you to trade real money. You just trade the virtual portfolio of eToro. Right? Mag-virtual muna kayo while your real money, doon nyo po i-copy trade nyo po muna. You can copy trade me if you want to. Mas lesser ang risk than trading it yourself because the knowledge factor, your knowledge base, your knowledge and experience in stock market is always a risk also to consider. If ever baguhan lang kayo, way higher ang risks ninyo. So let those who know how to trade do the trade for you while you're learning. So when marunong na kayo, sa tingin nyo, napapalago ninyo yung virtual portfolio nyo, uy, ang galing ko na mag-trade, then start putting money in it. Yun po ang gagawin nyo. But if you want to create an eToro account, yan, copy trade muna tayo. Diyan po, please create that eToro, the account using that link. Malaki po ang tulong sa amin yan. Also, if you want to help me personally, I have endeavors with, aside from stock market, I want to push my influence over the youth of the Philippines, mga natin, kabataan natin dito through gaming. Ayan, marami kong programang ginagawa, mga tournaments para mawili ang mga kabataan sa games man lang at least, di ba? At hindi sa masasamang bagay. And then we'll start our influence guiding them financially later on. If you want to help me out with my endeavors, andyan po sa baba, patreon.com/𝐿Bazaar. Pwede kayo magbigay ng maliit na amount. If ever magbibigay ka ng malaking amount, kasi ang linagay ko dyan, if ever malaking ibibigay ninyo sa akin, why not give you access to my free course na rin lang? I mean, not the free course, my webinar, seminar, diba? So if ever you're gonna help with large amounts, I'm gonna give you access to my webinars. Alright. Sir, makaka-receive ba kami ng email doon sa gumagamit ng link ng eToro na funded na if kailan ma-access ang premium course? No po. What you will be doing, I'm just gonna show you the screen. What you do is go to 𝑠TOCKS.ED. Right? 𝑠TOCKS.ED. And once you're inside 𝑠TOCKS.ED, meron po dyan, hindi naglo-load sa 𝑠TOCKS.ED. Right. View pinned posts. Nawala yung pinned post Just send us a message. Send us a message sa 𝑠TOCKS.ED so that we can give you the registration. Mag-register kayo dun sa sa promotion natin. Napalitan ng admin namin yung pin post natin So yeah, if ever you wanna gain access, send us a message here sa 𝑠TOCKS.ED. Okay? Para kami na bahala mag-process sa free course ninyo. Okay, next is, sir, do you still cut loss? Kasi sa case ng JAGX mo, medyo malaki na ang loss percentage. If ever I was, ganito I want to explain my kind of trading right now. I am doing dressing trading. Right? What I do is I act like a fund manager. I know how fund managers work. They look for companies that may value, na may momentum, and I want to hold on to that. Now, what I usually do is I do not stop loss, right? I will hold on to that as long as the bias is still there, as long as we know that the company is still doing well, because we know it is still gonna go up. Okay? Yun po yung style kasi ng mga fund managers, right? What I just do to mitigate the risk is that for these stocks na medyo risky yung mga positions, I only put in small amounts. Malaking amounts nilalagay ko if ever mag-correct yung bias ko. I'm starting with $50 lang kay JAGX. Now, once JAGX starts to grow and mag-create na ng momentum niya, that is when I will be adding funds kay JAGX. Mag-average down ako sa kanya. Iba yung trading style ko. Please do not follow my trading style because I am doing what a fund manager is doing. It's not for regular trading na for my own good. If ever ganun po, then I should have cut loss JAGX already and then look for a different position na. But no, research po, iba yung research ng isang fund manager, and that's my approach in my portfolio right now. So just to have you clear, I know some of you are following my trades, pero iba pa yung trading strategy ko dyan sa regular trade na if ever I lose, cut loss, tas hanap na naman ng bagong position, which is what you are doing. Okay? I'm a fund manager now. I've managed funds from people. If ever magalaw ako, tataas ang risk score ko kasi. Right? Tataas ang risk score ko dyan, and I want to protect my risk score. I want to be low risk as much as I can para po pwede akong kopyahin. Okay? Sa eToro kasi, if ever, tingnan nyo yung ko. I want to share my screen and I want to share my stats. If I share my stats sa inyo guys, I am already at 5 risk. Hindi pa nga ako gumagalaw niyan. Ilang buwan ako hindi gumagalaw. Right? If ever gagalaw ako, I cut loss my JAGX and open a different position, my risk is gonna go up. Okay, what I will be doing is I have extra funds available in my portfolio. Turo ko na sa inyo yung strategy ko. I have extra funds available. I still have around $3,000 available in my funds. If I see a good trend kay JAGX, that is where I will be starting adding up to my JAGX, bringing my average lower, and the average down should work for me since may trend na, it should go up. Right? Nakakalito. Wala pa kayo sa ganun na level na na trading, but hopefully in the future, habang sama-sama tayo ma-explain ko sa inyo, but it's fund manager trading is different from regular trader na trading. Okay? That's to answer Wendell Bentulan. Alright, Denise, you're welcome. Des Adviento, good PM Sir Lloyd, BHI and Converge po. BHI and Converge. Right, BHI and Converge. Let me share my screen. Right, so BHI, it's on a good trend. Okay? Problema ko yung BHI, yung last na mga rallies niya is not closing above Bollinger Bands compared to this. This is an indicator na medyo mahina na yung momentum niya. And that's understandable. Sobrang taas na kasi ng BHI. Right? So, that's a bearish signal for me. Plus, this one right here, pataas yung presyo niya, but the RSI is going down. So, momentum is dropping already. And laki ng selling kanina. Negative yung niya. So, that is a bearish signal for me. Hopefully, mag-stabilize sa baba si BHI, and maybe we can look for a position in the future, but right now, masyado siya mataas. Very risky up there. Alright, Converge though, still on a downtrend. So, let's let Converge do what it wants to do muna. Tingnan natin. Sumasama siya sa market eh. Pababa yung market, walang pumapasok na pera, and Converge is not going up. Sir Lloyd, Vincent, ano po masasabi nyo? Focus or diversify? Focus or diversify? Is it focus in the stock market or focus on just one stock or diversify in many stocks? Focus in stock market or diversify in many investments? Okay? Ako is I diversify in many types of investments, not just in the stock market, right? Nakita nyo, last year, bumagsak ang stock market. If ever wala kayong ibang investments, you would have dropped also. I diversify my investments, right? What I only put, kasi iba-iba yung I hope alam nyo na to ha. When it comes to savings, may oras pa naman tayo, diba? Sermon muna ako. When it comes to savings, wag nyo lang ilalagay sa isang bangko or isang account or isang generally saan nyo linalagay. Hindi lang yan, savings to. Diretso na to dito sa savings ko and ito yung pang i-invest ko or ganito ganyan. Nope, it's not like that. When it comes to savings, there are compartments. There is savings for the schooling of preparation para sa college ng anak ko. There is savings na para sa bahay, gagawa ng bahay. Savings for starting a business or maybe pang real estate na investments ko. So that's important. Savings na pang stock market ko, extra. So, ganun. Compartments yan. Kina-compartment ko yan. Now, I don't, may savings ng mga importante, especially yung mga stable na investments or important things like my daughters, my kids na schooling.
I put them in investments na low risk. MP2 program, VUL, doon ko lilalagay. Right? Yung mga pera na yun, yung mga kakailanganin ko in the future sa mga short-term na VUL, doon ko ilalagay. At least may nagmamanage ng funds. Or I can manage it myself. Ang gusto ko lang sa VUL is may protection siya at the same time. If something happens to me, then magagamit ko yung fund na yun to protect my assets. Hindi ko magastos yung ibang mga investments ko. Kasi yung VUL ang sasagip sa expenses ko if something happens. So it's hitting two birds with one stone. I'm letting it grow at may protection ako at the same time. My point is, depends on what money you have and what it is for. If ever you have funds right now, na tanongin nyo muna sarili nyo, para saan ba itong pera na ito? Alright? Is it for my future house? Is it for my kids' education? Those money, yung pera na yan is important to you. Right? Do not put that in the stock market. Never. If ever, pagtingin nyo, uy, ito, nakakuha ko ng 13th month. Ano kaya bibilin ko sa 13th month ko? Diba? Bili ko ng cellphone. That means, yung cellphone is nawawala ng value. Pwedeng mawala sa'yo. So, that's money that it's okay na mawala sa inyo. So, if it's that kind of money, uy, may extra ako or meron ako nakuha na ganito, ganyan, na bonus, ganito. And I wasn't expecting it. So, this is money that is extra. And extra na yan, yun yung ilalagay ko sa stock market. And then, I focus that in the stock market. So, sa stock market naman, maganda ba ang focus or diversify? You saw my portfolio. I am diversified. I have different risk levels for different assets. Yung mga solid ko na mga assets. Makikita nyo naman yung portfolio ko. Solid ko na assets, yun yung mga pinakamalaking percentage. 11% of my portfolio is in Microsoft, the best company that I love. Yun yung isa sa mga pinakamalaking investments ko. Andyan sila Microsoft, andyan si Facebook. Ayan. So, andun sa mga mga alam ko. So, mga medyo risky na mga stocks, may makita kayo negative 36 dito. Malaki yung lugi ko dyan. Yes, it's negative 36%. But look at the amount that I put in. Just $50. Okay? Kasi hindi pa ako sure sa trend niya. So, nag-test buy lang ako para kung bumaba man siya and really create a good trend for me future sa baba, I can always average down. Hindi ko na ino-all in kay JAGX. I still have funds available and that's my kind of trading. More about this in my seminar. Kung gusto niyo pong maka-access sa seminar na yon, I teach you everything I do, how I prepare, how I execute my trades, yung mga basically lahat. Right? I teach it in my seminar. Andyan po sa Patreon. If you wanna donate, you can access it. And in the future, right? If in the future it will be available here in StockSed. Also, so abangan niyo po, Abangan niyo po rin po dito sa StockSed. We're creating the course right now para on demand anytime you want to with the StockSed quality. Yun kasi yung nasa Patreon na ma-access nyo is more on ganito lang. Ganito, may slideshow. But with StockSed, this time, it's gonna be more powerful, more visuals for you. Mas maganda yung visuals, mas maganda yung presentation. So, mas maiintindihan nyo. So, abangan nyo rin po yung sa StockSed na version talaga. We poured our hearts out for that. Kaya medyo tumatagal. And I understand, may ibang gusto na talaga yung makuha yung course. Just go to the Patreon na lang if ever you want to do that. Okay? Alright, so, yeah, it's 7:55. That's all the time I have for this evening. I think nabasa ko naman lahat. Punta ako sa YouTube. Meron palang Good evening, Sir Lloyd. Magbabago po ba ang browser platform ni eToro sa darating na March 29, 2021? Hindi naman po magbabago. It's just that yung mga old browsers, hindi na yung support ni eToro. Meaning, hindi nila programming kasi yan. Pinoprogram mo for Safari, pinoprogram mo for Google Chrome, yung app nyo or yung website ninyo. Magastos yan. If ever mag-update pa kayo, meron tayong babaguhin sa itsura ng site natin. Pero yung una kasi mga Explorer, yung mga linagay nila na updates, magastos yun kasi gagawa pa sila ng para ganito, gagawa sila para ganyan. So, it's a hassle for them. So, yung mga bagong browser nila, support nila. So, yeah. Alright. When do we short Nasdaq 100? Dapat when it was at the top. Right now, Nasdaq 100 is already recovering. So, it's not the time to short it. Right? During this time, if ever you look at a chart, sana like this time. Okay. When this happened right here, the double top right there, and we saw the RSI was already low, that was a bearish signal. This was a short selling signal already. Number 2, this one right here, this was a short selling signal also. This is a head and shoulder pattern. You can short that. It's just that in Nasdaq, the companies in it is very good. Kaya medyo short, minsan lang siya nag-short. So try to look at different markets instead, because Nasdaq's companies are very, very good. So many investors are going in. That's why the pullbacks aren't that strong compared to other markets. All right, that's it. That's all the time I have for this evening. I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be Copy Trading Thursday, but we can still talk about whatever you want to. Lagay nyo lang sa comments. You know me, right? I'll try to prepare I'll try to prepare a presentation for you about copy trading. Sir, good PM, may crypto ka po ba? Anong preference mo, PSEI versus cryptocurrency? No, I don't like to touch cryptocurrency. If ever lang sana I can have someone handle my crypto, but not my preference. Why? I'm already doing good in my investments in stocks. It's my expertise. That's why I'm gonna stick to my guns. Yes, there is opportunity in crypto. If it works for you, then good. If not, sad. It's just that I don't like it because of the volatility, especially right now that I'm handling funds of people through copy trading. I want to be responsible. For me, crypto is too volatile. It's gonna be very challenging to handle. Manage funds if you put assets in those. Those are risky still. Okay. One of the reason why people look at crypto is because most probably your trading is not at par in the market that you're holding right now. And you look at crypto, everyone is booming right now, and naiingit kayo, dahil because of that. But if you're doing well in stocks, why look at crypto? Di ba? In stocks, I can gain whatever I got, whatever the growth in crypto was, umabot ng 400%, 500%. Not really compared to crypto talaga. But my trades are substantial enough na I don't have to look at crypto. There is opportunity in it. It's just that it doesn't work for me. If ever I want to have crypto, I want someone else to manage it for me. I don't want to look at it. So, pwede kong lagyan ng pera ang crypto, but I want to copy trade someone who is an expert in crypto instead. Alright, that's it for me this evening. I'll see you again tomorrow, Copy Trading Thursday, but we can talk about so many things instead. Diba? And ano ba? Abangan niyo po bukas, right? I'll see you again tomorrow, and as always, let's get rich together. Bye everyone. Enjoy the rest of the evening.